Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Folge Let's Play Final Fantasy XI mit Elweb. Jo, wir sind hier am Bulwark Gate vor Jeuno in der Vergangenheit und hier gibt es die nächste Cutscene. Die wahrscheinlich länger dauern wird, solange wie es lädt. Huh? And you two are? Ah, come to partake in the Allied Strategy meeting? You'd best hurry. All nations' representatives have long made their way to the audience chamber. The Joint Operation Headquarters has been established here in the Duchy under the auspices of Archduke Kamler Nord. As you all know, the Allied forces of Altana have been amazing in Valdonia ahead of the looming battle. For a blessing, the mysterious explosion at the Tavnasian Peninsula effectively annihilated half our enemy's numbers. Even so, the Beastmen Confederate force fortified in the Northlands is reported to exceed 50,000 strong. Commander Devils has sent word regarding the situation at the Valdonian front, and the tidings are grim. Next to no ground has been made in the advance expedition against the Beastmen. The time has come for the Allied force to hurl its entire weight against the icy walls of Castle Sval and put an end to the impasse. Captain Rage Lees of the Knights of the Iron Crest Hawk, step forth. Sir, you are hereby appointed commander of our northern forces, with plenary authority over the siege of Castle Sval. Pound out the details of the operation at the meeting to be held hence. Sir, yes sir. Without further ado, I shall explain the particulars of the operation. Our forces shall be divided up by nation. Upon arrival in Xarcabard, each nation is take position at one of the three rally points indicated. Pardon my preemptive interruption, but I fail to see the wisdom of spreading so thinly our limited manpower. Then allow me to enlighten you. The three positions you see have been chosen by virtue of their distance to the enemy routes of passage, Castle Sval and the subterranean cavern respectively. Subterranean cavern? 'Tis known that beneath Xarcabard lies a network of caverns that stretches to the bowels of Castle Sval. By commencing our offensive in concert, we can engineer the enemy's retreat into the caverns, and ultimately the castle itself. Huh. Chief Storm, have you the requested item? Naturally. Captain Bartholomeus himself relayed the specifies of your order to me. At my behest, our bespoken allies have furnished us with a batch of custom explosives. Upon the confirmation of the enemy's retreat into the castle, we shall detonate the explosives and induce a cave-in of said passage, severing all escape routes. Thence, the siege of Castle Sval shall commence in earnest. I see. That concludes the first half of the operation. The second half begins with a frontal assault on Castle Sval. A diversion, to be sure. While the enemy's eyes are fixed on their front gates, a strike force will steal its way to the castle's flank, and thence storm the keep and deal the killing blow. The strategy will henceforth be known as Operation Snowstorm. Success rests upon all units involved moving and breathing as one body and mind. A brilliantly concocted strategy is what I would say had we sufficient troops to execute it. My thoughts exactly. Why, it would be nothing short of a miracle if we weren't instead felled by the very same prey we seek to dispatch. Have the temperate climates of Sandoria softened your grip on the harshness of reality? What? How dare you? Legatus Maximilian, please. Pressed for time as we are, I beg you keep your comments constructive. 'Tis quite all right, Master Caster. I shan't deny that many a kingdom's strategy has been somewhat unorthodox of late. But pray bear with me for a moment longer. I promise that all doubts will be assuaged. Enter. And who might these men and women be? It would be no exaggeration to call them the caulk that shall afloat the vessel. That is Operation Snowstorm. Sparsely manned as our main units are, they can ill afford to focus on aught but their assigned task. To allow us the flexibility to deal with the unforeseen, it was deemed that a flying column would suit our needs. The Hydra Corps is the unit's name. Its configuration has been optimized for adaptably to meet the ever-changing face of the battlefield. Fascinating. Great balls of Viraga. If it isn't Tutoritu, oh god. Just when I was wondering where you might be hiding, lo and behold, you're gone and joined the Hydra Corps? Hey, it's a long story, but in a nutshell, I was duly invited to become a member. As you know, spells have never been my forte, but here my Talentarus will get to see full use. The Champion and War Warlocks I leave under your astute leadership. Try not to bumble, you hear? Likewise to you, little brother. In choosing the member for this elite unit, each individual's unique talents were given precedence over proficiency in warfare. Well, this certainly explains the rumor that master craftsmen from across the Middle Lands have assembled to produce weapons of unequaled might. Might I venture to assume that all apprehensions regarding manpower have now been addressed? You assume correctly, Sir Rachleys. Please disregard my earlier display of effrontery. So this is the celebrated Sandorian commander who has garnered such lavish praise. He appears very ilm, the shrewd tactician spoken of in rumor. I dare say victory might yet be within grasp. 'Tis a steep and a rocky path that lies before us, my friends. But so long as we stand united, there is no mountain we cannot crest. Together we shall restore peace to our lands. As the final item of the agenda, allow me to introduce the 2 volunteers who will serve as messengers for the operation. Thrilled to meet you all, I'm Liliset, Troop Mayakov's brightest star, and with me here is Elvip, my trusty companion. Together we form the unbeatable tag team duo Future Fabulous. And on that note, the meeting is concluded. We shall next meet on the snow-clad fields of Valdonia. Ensure that your respective units' passage there is uneventful. May the goddess smile upon us. Sir Rachleys has been straining himself ever since the dance performance. The thought of Portia torments him still. He keeps his personal ordeals well hidden behind a mask, but to me it may as well be made of glass. Please, keep heart, Sir Rachleys. Surely we'll triumph over the Beastmen, and then you and Portia will be reunited. Your concern is touching, young lady, but my foremost priority is the operation's success. Private matters have no place on the battlefield, nor in my mind. As commander, I must abide no thought that might impair my judgment. War is a fickle thing. Plan out every single detail, though we might, no man can know how events will unfold. Now then, pray make ready to leave for Xarcabard at the earliest hour. May the goddess watch over you. Elvip, do you know what happened at the Battle of Xarcabard? How events are supposed to have unfolded? History tomes state that the Allied forces triumphed despite overwhelming odds, securing victory in the conflict. But with so much of history already altered and countless variables at play, I dare not place my trust in the word of a book. First-hand accounts, on the other hand. Elvip, what say you and I learn more about the campaign from someone who was directly involved? The knowledge should prepare us better for what's to come. Let's make a brief detour to present-day Sandoria before we head to Xarcabard. So, und diesen Detour, diesen Umweg, den machen wir dann in der nächsten Folge. Bis dahin, macht's gut.